Good morning. Welcome to Live Oak. Please rise in body or spirit for our gathering hymn, number 361, Enter, Rejoice, and Come In.
To Good morning and welcome to this beloved community. I'm Chris Jarman, the Director of Faith Development. I use she, her pronouns. In this sacred space, we gather as one, celebrating the tapestry of our diversity, honoring the boundless love that unites us all. Live Oak Unitarian Universalist Church is unambiguously progressive, and our doors swing wide to embrace all who seek a welcoming place where we celebrate the LGBTQIA plus community, where we know every identity is a divine expression of humanity, where we commit to the work of dismantling systemic racism and other oppressions, striving for a world where equity, compassion, and justice are the cornerstones of our shared existence. May our worship today be a source of inspiration, a wellspring of courage, and a call to action. Welcome, dear friends, to this place of love, acceptance, and progress.
Hello, my name is Catherine Enyart, and my pronouns are she, her. I want to give a special welcome to any visitors we have today, in person or online. If you haven't already, I encourage you to stop by our visitors table in the narthex, right out those doors. To sign up for our weekly newsletter, and so we can meet you and answer any questions you may have. Unitarian Universalism is a non-creedal faith. There are no doctrines you have to agree with in order to belong. Instead, we are held together by covenant, our promises to each other in this church and within our religious tradition. Please join me in these words from our historic faith. Love is the spirit of this church, and service is its law. This is our great covenant, to dwell together in peace, to seek the truth in love, and to help one another. We unite with you churches around the world, by lighting our flaming chalice, the symbol of our religion. Today, the Wade family will be lighting our chalice. Yes, they are. Here and at home, we light it today with these words written by Eric Hepburn. Love remains the center. We light this flame to remind us love is the center. As we grow and connect, mature and deepen, love remains the center. When the light of truth burns all else away, love remains.
Was a boy each week, Sunday we would go to church, pay attention to the priest. He would read the holy word, consecrate the holy bread. Everyone would kneel and bow. Today the only difference is everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. When I was in Sunday school, we would learn about the time Moses split the sea in two. Jesus made water wine. I remember feeling sad that miracles don't happen still. Now I can't keep track. Everything's a miracle. Everything's a miracle. Wine from water is not so small. But an even better magic trick is that anything is here at all. So a challenging thing becomes not to look for miracles, but finding where there isn't even one. When holy water was rare, at best it barely wet my fingertips. Well, now I have to hold my breath, 'cause I'm swimming in a sea of it. Used to be a world half there, having second-rate hand-me-down, but I walk it with a reverent air. Everything is holy now. Everything is holy now. Read a questioning child's face. Say it's not a testament. Oh, that would be a very hard thing to say. See another new morning come. Say it's not a sacrament. Tell you that it can't be done. This morning outside I stood, and I saw a little red-winged bird. It was shining like a burning bush, singing like a scripture verse. Oh, it made me want to bow my head. I remember when church let out, how things have changed since then, 'cause everything is holy now. Used to be a world half there, having second-rate hand-me-down. Walk it with a reverent air. Everything is holy now. Everything, 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 everything is holy now.
Aren't they awesome? A reading. The Church Has Left the Building, written by Reverend Margaret Weiss. The church is not a place, it is a people. The church is not only a steeple above the tree line, streets, and cars. Rather, it is a people proclaiming to the world that we are here for the work of healing and of justice. The church is not walls built stone upon stone, held together by mortar, but rather person linked with person, linked with person. All ages and genders and abilities. A community built on the fountain of reason, faith, and love. The foundation of reason, faith, and love. The church is not just a set of doors open on Sunday morning, but the commitment, day after day and moment after moment, of our hearts creaking open the doors of welcome to the possibility of new experience and radical welcome. The church is not simply a building, a steeple, a pew. The church is the gathering together of all the people and experiences and fear and love and hope in our resilient hearts. Gathering however we can to say to the world Welcome, come in, lay down your heartache, and pick up hope and love. For the church is us, each and every one of us together, a beacon of hope to this world that so sorely needs it. Thus ends our reading. For the past 31 years, Live Oak has been a beacon of acceptance, love, and inclusivity in an area where our values often challenge the status quo. In a world where divisiveness and intolerance seem to grow stronger, we firmly believe in the transformative power of our faith and the positive impact we are having in our area. We invite you to make a financial contribution to help sustain this church's vital work, knowing that every gift, large and small, is appreciated and carefully used in service to our mission. If you would like to donate electronically, there is a card with a QR code in the seat back pockets. This congregation is owned by the members themselves. Each UU congregation is an independent organization, self-funded and self-governed. And this month's Share the Plate recipient, bear with me just a second, is Leander Pride. Half of all undesignated cash in the collection and any designated cash that goes, it can be earmarked for Share the Plate. Leander Pride is a nonprofit organization working to make Leander a more inclusive place for LGBTQIA+ residents and community members. And many of you know last summer we hosted the Queer Empower Conference that was led by Leander Pride and Cedar Park Pride. And there is more information about Leander Pride at their website. Let this time of offering be a reflection of our shared commitment to making a positive impact on the world and a reminder that our Unitarian Universalist values guide us not only in our beliefs, but also in our actions. Thank you for your presence and your contributions to our ongoing journey of building beloved community here and in our wider parish.
We'll build a land where we bind up the broken. We'll build a land where the captives go free, where your love madness dissolves all mourning. Oh, we'll build a promised land that can be. Come to the land where all of the people, anointed by God, live and create peace, where justice shall roll down like waters, and peace like an ever-flowing stream.
Good morning again. I have a couple of helpers that are going to help me with the story today. Let us greet each other with love.
How are you? Hey man, how's it going? It's good. It's good. You? Who you rooting for today? I know who
Among the most accomplished and fabled tribes of Africa, no tribe was considered to have warriors more fearsome or more intelligent than the mighty Maasai. It is perhaps surprising then to learn the traditional greeting that passed between Maasai warriors.
Hello, how are the kids? Kids are growing and learning. How are your kids? Oh, so tall, I just can't. So wonderful to see you. Learning how to be a fierce fighter. I tell you, it's just you take care.
Kaserian and Jiri. One would always say it to another, and it means, and how are the children? It's still the traditional greeting among the Maasai, acknowledging the high value of the Maasai always place on their children's well-being. Even warriors with no children of their own would always give the traditional answer, all the children are well. Meaning, of course, that peace and safety prevail, that the priorities of protecting the young, the powerless, are in place, that Maasai society has not forgotten its reason for being, its proper functions and responsibilities. All the children are well means that life is good. It means that the daily struggles for existence do not preclude proper caring for the young. And I ask you, how are the children? I wonder how it might affect our consciousness if our children's welfare and our children's own welfare, if in our culture we took to greeting each other with this daily question, and how are the children? I wonder if we heard that question and passed it along to each other a dozen times a day, if it would begin to make a difference in the reality of how children are thought of or cared about in our own country. I wonder if adults among us, parent and non-parent alike, feel an equal weight for the daily care and protection of all the children in our community, in our town, in our state, in our country. I wonder if we could truly say without hesitation, the children are well. Yes, all the children are well. What would it be like if every town leader had to answer the question at the beginning of every city council meeting? And how are the children? Are they well? Wouldn't it be interesting to hear their answers? I wonder what it would be like. I wonder.
Please. Are they rising? Are they standing? Or no?
Sorry? Oh, I'm sorry.
Are they standing to sing
Yeah,
along? Please
actually-
rise as you're willing and able for the
Yeah.
garden song.
Thank you. This is still, we're in beta, right?
We're in beta.
Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Pulling weeds, picking stones, man is made of dreams and hopes. Feel the need to grow my own, 'cause the time is close at hand. Grain for grain, sun and rain, find my way in nature's chain. Tune my body and my brain to the music from the land. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down. Plant your rows straight and long, temper them with prayer and song. Mother Earth will make you strong, will give you loving care. Old crow watching hungrily from his perch in yonder tree. In my garden I'm as free as a feathered leaf up there. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and hoe and a piece of fertile ground. Inch by inch, row by row, someone bless these seeds I sow. Someone warm them from below till the rain comes tumbling down.
I believe we had a sermon a couple weeks ago about imperfection and how we should embrace it. I think we did awesome. And the band did even better. So, thank you. Inch by inch, row by row, gonna make this garden grow. All it takes is a rake and a hoe and a piece of fertile ground. I love to garden. Anybody else here like to garden? Yeah. I like to study the shade patterns the sun creates throughout the day, the month, the year, and then plan out where the best places are to place my seeds so that they get just enough sun or just enough shade. Let's see, what else? I also need to make sure that the plants grow, that they have room. Do they have room to stretch and plant their roots deep? And then there's the question of what other plants should be planted in the same area so that they help each other to flourish. You know, like plant marigolds around your tomatoes or keep the three sisters together, squash, corn, beans, that kind of thing. This is also the way I think about faith development. What is the environment we need to create a vibrant, flourishing garden or program? What is our purpose and how do we get there? How do we manage the fertile ground of relationships, connections, community? There's been a lot of talk lately, if you're on TikTok or social media, about third spaces. Have any of y'all heard of third spaces? Some folks, yeah. A third space is not just any environment. It's a space that fosters regularity, where people feel welcome and where they belong. It's a place where you want to go, like in Cheers, you know? Everybody knows your name. Go ahead, I know you're singing it in your head. Sometimes you want to go where everybody knows your name. You know the rest? Well, he's glad you came. You want to see where you want to go where you can see all our troubles are the same. I can't sing, sorry. You want to go where everybody knows your name. I had to get that out of your head because it was an earworm and you were just going to think about that through the whole service. So these spaces play a crucial role in mental health, offering a sense of community, stability, and support. And when I read that, I thought, that's church. That's just obvious. Ray Oldenburg, a sociologist, identifies such environments as third spaces, places that are neither home nor work, or if you're a kid's school, but are essential for community building. They are places where we gather and we share and we simply are human. The beauty of a third space lies in that we bring to what we bring to them. Our experiences, our stories, ourselves. In these spaces, we hold and share our collective joys and sorrows, our challenges and triumphs. We create a tapestry of human connection that enriches all of our lives. This is why intergenerational worship and activities are so vital. They break down the silos between the different generations, allowing for the exchange of wisdom, the sharing of different perspectives, and the building of a resilient community. Just like in the garden, we create this intentional intergenerational space by observing patterns and the needs of our congregation. And then seeds are picked and planted. Sometimes they look like game nights or karaoke or UU Jeopardy. Let's see, small groups, classes, backpack blessings, UU summer camp for all, drum circles, show and tells, pancake breakfast, holiday events, UU rituals, and stories that speak to all ages during the worship service. Anthropologist Margaret Mead once said, "Connections between generations are essential for the mental health and stability of a nation." This statement underscores the importance of intergenerational connections which can flourish in the right environment. You know, add the sun and a little bit of rain. In today's story, I asked, how are the children? This question gets to the heart of the importance of our community. Today, we must ask this question not only of our children, but of ourselves. How are the children? How are we as a congregation, as a community? The answer can be troubling. Mental health challenges are on the rise across all age groups, and these challenges are made worse by a lack of connection and a lack of belonging. The isolation brought on by modern life has left many of us feeling adrift. Children and teenagers are struggling with anxiety, depression, loneliness. Adults and elders are too. The World Health Organization and the U.S. Surgeon General have both issued warnings about the loneliness epidemic and its severe impact on our mental and physical health. In May 2023, the Surgeon General, Dr. Vivek Murthy, released an advisory stating that loneliness and isolation increase the risk for individuals to develop mental health challenges in their lives. This is alarming. With 25% of our young people feeling lonely and isolated, more than half of all adults experiencing the same, it's clear that we need to find ways to reconnect with each other. Loneliness and social isolation, especially in childhood, increase the risk of depression and anxiety, both immediately and well into adulthood. The physical health consequences of poor or insufficient connections are equally staggering in children and adults. Research shows that children need 4 to 6 involved, caring adults in their lives outside of their parents to fully develop emotionally and socially. The benefits to children of a close, long-term connection with older adults is immense. Intergenerational bonds do not need to be traditional. They don't need to be biological. Older adult mentors can make a significant difference in a child's life. The involvement of reliable, caring adults help children develop life skills and build self-esteem and confidence, while also, on the other hand, benefiting older adults greatly, giving a renewed purpose, joy, a sense of being valued. An older adult can also give children someone safe to talk to and to confide in. Back to the garden metaphor. Plant your rows straight and long and temper them with prayer and song. In a world where the pressures of life can often feel overwhelming, third spaces, church, offer a refuge. They remind us that we're not alone, that our struggles are shared, that our presence matters. They are where we learn to be human, not in isolation, but in community and with others, in prayer and song. And in this practice, we find the strength and the resilience to face whatever challenges come our way. Our congregation serves as a third space. Third spaces, according to Oldenburg, provide a neutral ground, free from the hierarchies and stresses of work, school, and home. They level the playing field, allowing people from all walks of life to come together and engage in meaningful conversation. They are places of low profile but high significance, where the mood can be playful and the sense of belonging is strong. They become a home away from home, a place where we are valued and where we can practice what it means to be human. UU Reverend Christian Schmidt notes that our congregations and communities have a unique opportunity to inhabit this space, providing something necessary and important to the world. In these third spaces, we practice humanity, not in a grand or perfect way, but in the everyday acts of being together, learning from one another and supporting each other. These spaces are not just places to go, they're places to grow, to heal, to connect, and to feel where we belong. Brené Brown defines belonging as the innate human desire to be part of something larger than ourselves. We have within us this desire, this longing to be part of something larger and more. And when we find it, when we find a place where we feel at home, where we can be ourselves, it feels good. and encouraging and liberating. Belonging, however, is a two-way street. For it to continue and deepen, you have to show up and be part of the exchange and the flow. You need to be a rake and a hoe. We need to bring our rake. I was just thinking that was kind of weird how I wrote that. Show up and be part. We want to be part of the flow, right? We need to bring our rakes, bring our tools, and create the garden. Because this is a collaborative creation, isn't it? And it can feel risky because you don't know how it's going to turn out sometimes, and that's okay. The rewards are worth it. By investing in this space and investing in our kids, we create a world where everyone from our youngest to our oldest feels seen, valued, connected. And we create a world where we can all say, I belong. So, plant your rows straight and long, temper them with prayer and song, and let us center it all in love. Amen. So, backpack blessing. We were talking about planting seeds. Let's plant a seed. I'm going to invite you right now to help me make this garden grow by getting out your bags or your backpacks. If you didn't bring one today, or you forgot it, we have all of these packages of books that need to be blessed. And I invite you to grab one and take it back to your seat and open it up for the backpack blessing. Don't be shy. Come on up. Get a bag. Yeah. Oh, and I'm going to get my bag. Yeah. I have my bag right here. And for those of us, if you want a bag, and you can always send a friend up to get a bag, or you can just simply open your heart to receive the blessing of the backpacks. What was that? You weren't paying attention?
I didn't take my meds.
What was your question?
What did you say?
I don't remember. That's like get a bag. You can open it up or just hold it to you.
Okay, thanks.
Does that help? Hold your bag. Get out your bags, your purses, your lunch bags, your briefcase. I see backpacks. And we're going to hold the bags and we're going to bless them. These bags of books these are the 45 bags of books that we were able to put together that will be going to the immigrant shelters at the border in El Paso, hopefully in the next week. So, yay. Okay, are you ready? You got your bags? Go opened up your backpacks. If you're not holding anything, open up your heart.
Or your phone.
I invite you all to rise in either body and spirit if you choose. If you choose. We carry bags with us throughout the week for many reasons. And if you have a bag, you have all your bags, we're good. Some of us take books and homework to school. Some of us bring our lunches to school or to work. Some of us take computers and other supplies to the places where we work. Some kids carry overnight bags from one parent's house to the other parent's house and back again. Some people bring things like books or yarn and knitting needles to places where they might need to wait patiently. And some people even have special bags for their dogs or other animals. Let's bless our bags. Even when you are away from Live Oak UU Church, you carry the heart of Unitarian Universalism wherever you go. Today, we bless these bags that accompany us on the journey. We bless this bag in the name of interdependence. May we always feel connected to our church community, feel connected to the UU faith, and connected to our grand universe. We bless this bag in the name of pluralism. May we always remember to honor and respect people who they are, even if they are different, and may we keep our minds open to new ideas. We bless this bag in the name of justice. May we always remember to act based on our values, to look out for others, and to include all voices in decision-making. We bless this bag in the name of transformation. May we grow and transform throughout the year, becoming more ourselves every day. And may we embrace new ideas and learning. We bless this bag in the name of generosity. May we both experience the generosity of our community and remember the generousness of others. We bless this bag in the name of equity. May we remember that we are all inherently worthy of each other and of each of us, including ourselves. Each of us has the right to flourish with dignity, love, and compassion. We bless this bag in the name of love. May you always remember that you are loved here at Live Oak. May you remember to love yourself and to love each other. May you keep love at the center of all you do. Today, we have these backpack charms that are to remind you of the support of this community. Transforming can be hard. When times are hard, hold this tag and remember that you can rely on this church and rely on our shared values. You bring our values with you wherever you go. Your bag right now might not look any different or feel any different, but the next time you use your bag, I hope you'll remember that we've added our blessings. And as you pack your bag with all the tools you need to do your daily work, think about the blessings and values you bring with you from your church community. Amen. Blessed be. I invite you to bring the book packs back up, and Catherine and I will be standing here to pass out tags. There are enough for everybody. Grown-ups and kids. And you hook them on your backpack or your bag, and you can just carry it with you. Everybody, don't forget your guitar bags, your diaper bags. Right? I've had mine on since last year, and every time I look at it, it's like, it's just a place of warmness in my heart when I see it on my bag. There you go.
This is just going to be an option.
I'm going to set it right here. Great. Thank you. Yes, bring back the bags. Yes, and Catherine's walking around. If you didn't come forward, Catherine's walking around. Just raise your hand. She'll bring them to you. Awesome. And just remember, every time you open that bag, Live Oak's got your back, right? Yeah, when you're at school, we talk about this in children's RE all the time, about when you're having a rough day, how you can just think about church and you can think about the meta blessing of, may you be happy. May I be happy. To help calm you down, right? What do you think, Benson? Yeah. All right, so I'm going to invite us into a time of reflection and silence just for a moment. May you always know that there is love holding us. There is a love holding me. There is a love holding you. There is a love holding all that we love. There is a love holding all. May we rest in this love. Please join me in singing. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. When I breathe in, I breathe in peace. When I breathe out, I breathe out love. This community is a chosen village where our lives are interconnected. Part of the tapestry of this communal journey is sharing the significant milestones, joys, and sorrows in our lives and witnessing the diversity that we hold. One of us may be celebrating a life event while another is mourning a grief. And there is a beauty in that mosaic as we are reminded that the moments of life are transient and ever-changing. Today we have from Crystal, ready for some science? Yeah. And she's referring to the UU summer camp because today is Weird Science with the crazy science Dr. Lee. From Mary we have Doug turns 82 on Tuesday. Bill and Carolyn Dower share that we are very excited to announce that we're going to be grandparents. Our daughter-in-law is pregnant. And also from Bill Dower, I am grateful for the time and talent of on the stage today and for the families of the musicians who also make this possible. May this community draw closer with our shared experiences as we celebrate life's triumphs and navigate its trials together. Wake up, Joel. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. May we be whole. In the immortal words of UU religious educator Sophia Lyons Foz, life becomes religious whenever we make it so. When some new light is seen, when some deeper appreciation is felt, when some larger outlook is gained, when some nobler purpose is formed, when some task is well done. Your invitation to the Faith Development Hour. I feel like I'm doing a lot of stuff today. I need some water. Faith Development today, I think you already kind of got a preview, is weird science. I hear that there's going to be like, I don't know, elephants and toothpaste and, I don't know, puffer fish. It should be really interesting, and it's for all ages. Everyone is invited. If that's not your thing, our fellowship tables always have activities for your hands and your heart and for conversation, and we invite you to engage in that. And I will turn it over to Catherine. I think I'm done.
Awesome. And extinguishing the chalice. Wade family. Please join me in extinguishing our chalice with these words by Unitarian Universalist Wade Arneson. Take courage, friends. The way is often hard. The path is never clear, and the stakes are very high. Take courage, for deep down there is another truth. You are not alone. And now please sit back and enjoy Seed in the Ground, performed by Some Assembly Required.
If you got the sun and if you got the rain and you plant a little seed in the old back lane and you wish and you pray and you keep the weeds down, you might find, oh, you might find a root growing out from the seed in the ground. And if you got the sun and if you got the rain and you plant a little seed in the old back lane and you wish and you pray and you keep the weeds down, you might find, oh, you might find a shoot growing out from the root, from the seed in the ground. And if you got the sun and if you got the rain and you plant a little seed in the old back lane and you wish and you pray and you keep the weeds down, you might find, oh, you might find a stem growing out from the shoot, from the root, from the seed in the ground. And if you got the sun and if you got the rain and you plant a little seed in the old back lane and you wish and you pray and you keep the weeds down, you might find, oh, you might find a leaf growing out from the stem, from the shoot, from the roots, from the seed in the ground. And if you got the sun and if you got the rain and you plant a little seed in the old back lane and you wish and you pray and you keep the weeds down, you might find, oh, you might find a bud growing out from the leaf, from the stem, from the shoot, from the root, from the seed in the ground. And if you got the sun and if you got the rain and you plant a little seed in the old back lane and you wish and you pray and you keep the weeds down, you might find, oh, you might find a flower growing out from the bud, from the leaf, from the stem, from the shoot, from the root, from the seed in the ground. And And if you've got the sun, and if you've got the rain, and you plant a little seed in the old back lane, and you wish and you pray and you keep the weeds down, you might find, oh, you might find a seed growing out from the flower, from the bud, from the leaf, from the stem, from the shoot, from the roots, from the seed in the ground.
It has been a gift to be together today. After the postlude, please spend the next 5 minutes talking with someone you don't know. Members, be sure to introduce yourself to any first-time visitors we may have. They're the ones with the handwritten name tags. And show them where the visitors' table and the coffee are. And may we all know the blessings of friendship.
We're going to cover this last one, but I just wanted to say what a delight it's been to work with you. Those of you who haven't had a chance to work with Chris, there's always a little bit of tension because we really care, both the minister and the musicians, about the service. Sometimes we see things a little bit differently, and there's some creative energy there, and it's just been a delight. So thank you. This is Lori Chifchi, and we get a chance to work with her, Luke West, and Bob Moyers.
You're gonna start making people cry.
That's usually when we're playing. It won't give you a job. It won't pay your bills. It won't buy you a home in Beverly Hills. It won't fix your life in 5 easy steps. Ain't the law of the land or the government, but it's all you need, and love will hold us together, make us a shelter to weather the storm, and I'll be my brother's keeper, so the whole world will know that we're not alone. It's waiting for you, knocking at your door. Every moment of truth when your heart hits the floor, and you're on your knees, and love will hold us together, make us a shelter to weather the storm, and I'll be my brother's keeper, so the whole world will know that we're not alone. This is the first day of the rest of your life. This is the first day of the rest of your life. 'Cause even in the dark you can still see the light. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright. This is the first day of the rest of your life. This is the first day of the rest of your life. 'Cause even in the dark you can still see the light. It's gonna be alright. It's gonna be alright.